Hey, it's Ari again, back with another fun and informative iGrow video. It's pretty hard to miss the daily headlines coming out of Colorado, as is the epicenter of indoor growing in the United States and quite possibly the world. What you're not hearing about just yet is the incredible impact iGrow is having on this market, and the impact the Colorado market is having on our company and the success of our technology. Last year, we opened up our first iGrow dealer in Colorado, a small store located in the mountains called Grow in Peace. Grow in Peace, in very short order, became one of our most successful dealers, selling more lights out of their little store than most of our bigger dealers. Their customers were taking to iGrow very quickly, and in no small measure because of the great job our dealer was doing promoting iGrow to their growers. While already one of the largest markets for indoor growing in the country, the writing was on the wall for Colorado to soon undergo a major market expansion, the likes which no one has ever seen before. Due to their own success and confidence in iGrow, our dealer asked us to come to Colorado and meet with some of the state's largest growers, to present iGrow to them and their chief in-house growers, and have them test and compare iGrow against their current 1,000-watt HID lights. It is important to note that these large commercial growers have been bombarded with every new light technology that comes out, LEDs, ceramic, plasma, and everything in between. These are the biggest growers in the world, and everybody wants their business. The encouraging thing for us was that these growers were open to trying new technologies and understood the implication of finding a better option. They were all skeptical, like all growers, especially since none of the other technologies met their standards for results, and none of them had any working knowledge of iGrow induction technology and what to expect. Our approach was straightforward: educate them on the technology and the benefits, and get every question answered. As the guy that did every meeting with these growers, it was personally rewarding that each grower I met with bought lights on the spot and began testing. I will tell you that in this market, all the big lighting companies give away dozens of lights for free, something we never do. We know iGrow will perform. We know that our lights are not coming back to us. And we also know our customers will want more lights. They just need to find that out for themselves. Our testing typically begins with our veg light, and most growers will see the plants responding within 24 to 48 hours after installation. Because our veg light is designed specifically for vegetative growth and uses full color spectrum, the lights we come up against really don't even stand a chance. T5s, metal halides simply cannot deliver the light quality of an iGrow veg light. The results were obvious to each and every grower: bigger, greener, and healthier plants than they have ever grown before. iGrow produced better plants and did it faster, generally between 2 and 7 days faster, and the greater root mass, bigger leaves, and closer internodes. These results were seen by every grower we tested with, and every grower enthusiastically recommended that iGrow be used in their new facilities being built and replacing whatever light they were using in their existing facilities, every one of them. So our bloom testing was next. The bar for replacing a 1,000-watt HID light is very high, and no technology has been able to do this. Unlike veg lights, the criteria for bloom is about one thing, and that's yield. Having beaten all expectations for veg, the Colorado growers were all eager to test our bloom lights, but again with a high degree of skepticism. There was also a clear understanding that iGrow was like no other light they had tested. They understood that iGrow was a technology specifically designed for this purpose, and because these growers are some of the best in the world, they felt it was in their best interest to work with their iGrows and get as much out of them as they could, even if it meant changing some of their methods to get there. They all knew that if they could get iGrow to produce comparable yields, using iGrow would change everything for them going forward. With no heat issues, no replacement issues, and the cost of ownership would be dramatically decreased for their bosses. Needless to say, the Colorado growers were very motivated and eager to get to work on their iGrows to see what kind of end product and yield they could produce. The results have been dramatic on several levels, and data is still coming in. One thing we know for sure is that when we put iGrows into the hands of highly trained professionals, we understand plant science and know their plants so well, they can work with our technology to produce a higher quality plant far beyond what they have been able to do in the past. To these growers and the owners, they are producing medicine, and anything they can do to make it of higher quality while maintaining yield is the best they can hope for. Using HID lights all this time was a limiting factor due to the excessive heat and the lack of color in the lights, and they knew this but had no other options. iGrow for them became this incredible tool that they can actually adjust and fine-tune to produce solid yields, while also growing the highest quality plants they had ever seen. A true breakthrough and a jump in technology. What we are accomplishing in Colorado is unprecedented, a near 100% adoption of our technology with some of the finest and largest growers in the world. Of course, we could not have done this without the growers being open to trying something revolutionary and having the vision to understand the potential impact on their business and their future viability. They know how inefficient it is to use tens of thousands of HID lights and the incredible amount of energy required to run them and cool them. No one was happy about that. All they needed was a new technology to replace their HIDs. And for each and every one of these professionals, iGrow was the answer. Some of these great growers have sent us white papers on their iGrow experiences, so please take some time to read their words and see their data, which is shared on our website. There is more data and information coming in all the time, so keep visiting us for updates. New iGrow blogs are coming too, and everyone wants to tell their story. Want to know why the iGrow technology does what it does? Take a look at my next video. I'll tell you what these experts are telling me, and it's very cool stuff. This is truly a great American success story, and it's still being written. Hope you've enjoyed listening to it as much as I've enjoyed telling it. I'm already working on Chapter 2. So keep checking in for more updates on our Colorado story.